I have loved this song ever since I heard it when I was about 8 years old. And if you're a guitarist in a band who has to play functions or covers, then you'll probably have to play this at some point, so it's really worth learning. And as you'll see, the chords are very interesting and you may not be able to busk it on the spot. I know before I learnt this I wasn't able to work it out on the spot, so I had to go away and learn it. So if you need to learn it, then you're in the right place, and today we are looking at Rock With You by Michael Jackson. Before we continue, let me just take a moment to remind you to like this video if you find it useful, and a subscription would also be very much appreciated, as I'm still trying to grow this channel. I'm still trying to hit my first milestone of 1,000 subscribers, so please like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that jazz. And anyway, enough of that. With that out of the way, let's get back to learning Rock With You. Right, so that's the famous intro to Rock With You by Michael Jackson. The only thing more famous than that is the drum intro. A little drum break at the beginning. Very iconic drum fill. Anyway, so what's happening here? We're in the key of E flat minor, and we're going to start off with this E flat minor 9 chord. However, for a lot of these parts, we're not going to be playing the root notes. So I'm just going to be playing these 4 strings here from the D string all the way down to the high E string. And the bass parts will be played by the bass player. You can, for this chord anyway, get away with playing this E flat note here. But for this section, we're just going to be playing from the D string downwards, or upwards, depending on how you think about it. So the rhythm here is this. So you've got to be careful that you don't make these other strings ring out, especially like the E string, because it wouldn't sound good. So you've got to try and mute these other strings to keep them quiet. Partly you've got to be accurate with your picking. I'm also using my first finger to kind of block the A string. So it's on the D string, but I'm kind of raising it a bit so it touches the A string a little bit, so it keeps it quiet. And just try not to hit this low E string. So that's the rhythm. Bat, 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 bat. I've got a couple of waka wakas in there. Okay, and then we're going to go to this A flat chord, A flat major chord, and then B flat major chord, so 2 frets higher. So we get this together so far. Second time round, same thing again. Except it goes now to A flat to B. Okay, third time round, same as the first one. And then we're going to add in G flat and A flat twice. So all together. Third time. So you're going to have to use your own feel on how many waka wakas you're going to get in there. I wouldn't make it too... I wouldn't lay it on too thick, otherwise it starts to sound a bit too over-egged. So it kind of gets in the way a bit. So I put a few waka wakas in there, but don't go too crazy with it. Anyway, let's move on to the verse. Right, so what's happening here? Starting off with this same E flat minor 9 chord. I'm going to play it twice. And I'm going to play the A flat major triad twice. And then it repeats. And that's basically it so far. But just as a point of reference, or just as a note, the first chord, the bass player is playing the E flat note, so it is an E flat minor 9. But then the bass player goes to an A flat, essentially changing the chord to and then it goes to then we change to an A flat major chord, A flat major chord. But the bass player is going to be in a B flat, which changes that to a B flat 11 chord, which you would play if you were doing like an acoustic version where there's just you playing guitar and a singer. You'd probably have to play those chords. Yeah, so that second chord, that A flat, I guess this A flat 13 kind of works. It's probably not that. It's probably more like a 6. Then your B flat 11. But that's for special occasions. So we're just going to stick to the original version. So we're basically playing this E flat minor 9 chord, or G flat major 7 chord, really. And then A flat. And what you want to do with the right hand, which I just actually didn't do the last time round that I just played that just a few seconds ago, it's a lot tighter. So it's... And that's to give the singer space to do the vocal part. All right, so all of that goes around twice. So that goes... round again. All right, onto the next bit. And to be honest, I'm not sure whether this is where the pre-chorus comes in, or if this is still part of the verse. I've put this as part of the verse, so just keep that in mind. We're going to go all the way up here to this G flat major 7 chord. Yep. And then a F minor 7 chord. Then a B major 7 chord, which is kind of a bit outside, but it's really beautifully written. To this A flat 11 chord. Which I guess you could also do down here as well. So we're going to keep that rhythm that we had. And yeah, I think I'd probably stick with this version here rather than the one down here. Plus it also makes it easier to get to the next bit in the next section. So for these chords that I've just shown you, I am playing the full chords this time. I'm not just sticking to the D string all the way down. I'm doing the full chords. So from here I'm playing from the A string, from the A string, from the low E string, and then from the D string. All right, pre-chorus. Right, so what's happening here? We've got to have an E flat minor 7 chord. Again, the full chord, like in the last bit we did. An F minor 7 chord. And then our G flat major 7 chord. And there's a long gap there where the vocals and drums are playing. You got to feel that heat. We can ride the boogie. So it goes round again. And we'll go to this A flat major chord. You can play a fuller chord there if you want. So let's all play all of that. You got to feel that heat. And then into the chorus, which we've already done, which is the same as the intro. Okay, so after this, there's another verse, another pre-chorus and another chorus, and then it goes into a little mid-8 section. So what's happening here? So we've got a B flat minor 7 chord. You can play the chord in its entirety if you want. I usually play it from the D string. So, and it's kind of following the same right-hand strumming pattern. Again. and then we're going to go to an E flat 9 chord. And again, you can just play from the D string downwards, which I think I usually do, but you can get away with playing the full B flat minor 7 and then the full E flat 9. So far we got this. So the full version sounds better, I would say, but in the context of a band, when you're in the band, the bass player is playing that low note, so you might not want to play it as well because it might get a bit too busy. There might be too much going on. Try it out in your band, see what you prefer. If you're playing this just you and a singer, yeah, definitely play the low notes. And then we're going to go to some familiar chords here, which we've done before. And we're going to kind of just strum these chords. There's not really any strumming going on here. So it's going to be this A flat major 7 chord. Love survives. F minor 7. Well, we can rock. B flat major 7. Forever. And there's your A flat 11 chord, which again you can also play down here. So let's put all that together. Just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do the bigger versions, the wider versions. Okay, and then into the instrumental section. All right, so this instrumental section has the kind of plinky plonky synth line on top. It's kind of hard to sing that and play the rhythm correctly at the same time, but it's essentially the same as the chorus or the intro, but there is something different to it. So let me play it for you. With you. All right, so what's happening there? So it is the same as the chorus. Second time round, same as the chorus. Third time round is also the same as the chorus, but there's an extra bit at the end. And we're going to move up to this D flat sus 9 chord, or sus 2 chord, if you want to call it that. Actually, sorry, not sus 2, sus 4. So that third time round. I wanna rock with you, I wanna rock with you, and goes round again. Then it goes to, it moves up a semitone, moves up 1 fret into a key change. So once we've moved up to this 10th fret, so it's a D sus 4 now, I'm going to go back to the chorus, but it's going to be in E minor now. So it's going to be in E minor 9, all the same movements except upper fret in E minor, and G and A, and then we're going to repeat till fade. So if you're playing this live, you'll have to figure out an ending. The most obvious one is to kind of end it just after this chord here with some kind of one of your fancy E minor chords. E minor 11 chord. One of my personal favourites from the Sting song Fragile, which I've seen Mick Taylor from That Pedal Show use a lot. He seems to like this chord too. Beautiful chord. Same kind of chord there. Or just stick to your E minor 9 chord. So let me take a moment to just talk about the tone. I am not doing too much with the tone. It's basically a clean sound. I put a bit of compression on, just a tad bit of reverb, spring reverb, in case you're wondering. And it's just basically a clean sound. There's nothing particularly fancy. I was wondering how the original guitarist recorded this. This would have been 1979, I believe, so in America as well. So they would have probably been using an American amp, so possibly a Fender. They could have gone directly into the desk as well. I know that some of Michael Jackson's songs have some of the clean guitar parts are just going directly into the desk. So that could be possibly what was happening here. Well, there you have it. That is how to play Rock With You by Michael Jackson. When you have it all laid out like that, it's not actually too bad. The structure isn't particularly complicated. A lot of things do repeat. The chords themselves are really, really beautiful. So Rod Temperton did a fantastic job of writing this song. Such a legend who will be sorely missed. He wrote so many classic songs, so many amazing songs. This is just one of them. And if you like this song, and if you got something from the video that I just presented, then please, I would very much appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe if you feel like it as well. As I said earlier, I'm trying to reach my first 1,000 subscribers, so any subscriptions and comments and so on, any kind of engagement you give will be very useful. You can also check out the ProFunctionist website at profunctionist.com, where I will usually have an accompanying article with this video, especially if it's like a gear review where there are some things that I may have missed and that I can add into that article afterwards. So please feel free to check that out. Also, please feel free to come and make friends on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram as ProFunctionist. I'm on Twitter as ProFunctionista. And yeah, I hope to see you on there, and I hope to see you in the comments section. And apart from that, I will see you in the next video. Take care.